are present inside of a class. Just like there we're calling as a polykin wrapper. Here we are calling class as a wrapper. Both are same only. What will the polykin do? Protects the chocolate. What will the class do? Protects the members. Protects the members. Now it is going to protect you, the members that are defined for you inside the class. That's what exactly a class is. So when I go to object oriented, what we do? These two functions are now defined inside a class. How do you write them? Class, name of the class, open the braces, and now you write this. See, the what is on the top and what you see below, both are same only. Array, see the same two functions, but difference. In procedural, we don't have a class. In object oriented, we have a class. You have a mobile phone. The mobile phone doesn't have a pouch, no screen guard, nothing is present. Now the mobile phone has a screen guard in the pouch over it now. Now you have a protection. Now you have a protection. Without that screen guard and a pouch, you don't have a protection now. So once it slips from your hand, chances to damage, chances to break. Okay, but once you have a screen guard on it, a pouch on it, even though it slips, not like 100% it gets damaged. Am I right or not? So that pouch is a protection. Here class is the protection. Yeah. And how to call them? If you write this in C language, how do you call? Directly call. If you're writing C language, how do you call? Directly call. But coming here in C++, you cannot directly call now. How to call? Create an object. See, like, say, we have int I. What is I? I is a copy of type integer. Memory is allocated for I. Yes or not? Same, what is OBJ? OBJ is a copy of type math. Where math is a user defined type and int is a predefined type. Int predefined, math is user defined. See, without doing int type, we cannot use the int now. Same way, without writing math OBJ, we cannot use the math. Memory is allocated for what? OBJ. What is I called? Variable. What is I called? Variable. What is OBJ called? Object. Terminology different. That's all I said here. All of your students only, but you have variation, gender variation, male and female. Yes or not? This is all the same only. All these are copies only, but some are called as variables and some are called as objects. What is called variable? Scalar types. Scalar type. Scalar type means that can hold only one value. Complex types are called as objects. Array is a scalar or complex? Array is a scalar or complex? Complex. Array stores one value, multiple value. Complex. So a copy of an array is called object. Copy of an array is called as object. Copy of an int is called as variable. Copy of an int is called as what? Variable. Copy of the array is called as object. Copy of your own class is called as object. So what should I do first? I should create an object. Now it will allocate the memory for execution. It will allocate the memory for execution. Then you are calling what? obj.add, obj.subtract. When you call obj.add and pass the 150, what will happen? The value 100 is assigned to A. The value 50 is assigned to A. Now, what is the code? C is equals to A plus B, means 150. How much? 150. 150 is present in C. Return C means return 150. Send me back the result. Now the result comes to result 1. Same thing happens in case of subtract. But what is the result? 75. So this contains 150. This contains 75. Array, this is where we stopped in the last class, correct? This is all what we talked in the last session. If anyone is new in the session, I can provide you the links if you can ping me on the WhatsApp. For offline students, online you copy directly there, guys. Offline students, these are the links of all the completed class till yesterday. Okay. So anyone new into the session, this is my WhatsApp number. You can ping me so that I'll forward you the videos. Praveen, send me the videos on my WhatsApp. Okay. So offline students, your fees, payments and all, you can directly do directly in the ground floor. And Google Classroom access will be given to you directly by the admin. Admin will give you the Google Classroom access. Show your receipt and he will give you access to the Google Classroom. Online students, you are required to follow the process listed by Praveen here. So he has given you the links and also what to do, how to make the payment. All the options are specified here. Follow this process and get access to this. Okay, you can call him between 1 to 7 p.m. between 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. if you have any doubts. Felix, is what I'm telling. These are the videos of the missing classes. These are the videos of your missing classes. You can copy the videos, go through them. Yeah, we did not start with programming till now. We are only trying to understand the basics of the things. That's all. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah. Finally, where we ended in the last class, man. C++ is the first object-oriented programming language. Yes or not? C++ is the first object-oriented programming language, but still it suffers from a criticism. What is that? Not fully object-oriented. Why, sir? Because what object-oriented programming tells, object-oriented programming tells everything should be inside the class. Everything should be inside the class. You come into inside the classroom only, you're a student. You sit outside, you're not a student of the classroom now. That's it. You sit outside and you say, I'm student of the classroom. No, you cannot. If you're a student, you should be inside the class, not outside the class. Here also, what object-oriented programming is telling you, every member should be inside of the class. But do you notice it in the last? The main is not inside the class. Where is it? Outside the class. See, class started here and ended here. Ended here. The main is not sitting inside the class. Where is it? Outside of the class. The main is outside of your class now, not inside of the class. What is the problem? The problem is you are violating the object-oriented principles. You are violating the object-oriented principles. And once you violate this object-oriented principle, the language cannot be called as object-oriented. The language cannot be called as object-oriented. We cannot call the language as fully object-oriented now. So guys, remember, if you want to call the language as fully object-oriented, if you want to call the language as fully object-oriented, main should be inside of the class. Are you getting me or not? Main should be inside of the class. Okay, main cannot be outside the class. If it is inside the class only, that is considered as fully object-oriented. Okay. And one more small information for the new students, guys, who started from today. Some of you people telling started from today. I posted up all the videos, but if you watch all this right now, you cannot cope up right now. 1 to 6 ignore for the time being. 1 to 6 ignore for the time being. That is only introduction to .NET. Watch 7 and 8 only. Guys, whoever is new, I posted 8 videos here. 1 to 6 is about introduction. Leave it for the time being now and start only from 7 and 8. Okay, and today is 9. Today is the 9th class. So the videos are given. Online students, mainly I'm telling you. After the class, watch the 7 and the 8 videos and you will understand what I'm telling today. Okay? Yeah. So, if I write this main inside the class, what is the problem? No? Why? So what? Inside the class, what? Yesterday only I thought you're not opening the mouth. It is inside the class. It will become a member of the class. Once it becomes a member of the class, what do you require? Object to call it. What do you require? Object to call it. Without an object, you cannot call it if it is inside the class. So it will never start the execution now. It will never start the execution. It is outside the class. Is it a member of the class? Tell me, is it a member of the class? No, it is not a member of the class. So can I call it directly? Yes, but inside the class, it cannot. So generally, When you write a program like this and start the execution, what will operating system do? You know, operating system will call the main function. Operating system will call the main function. When operating system calls the main function, what will happen? Object will create. When object is created, the rest of the contents of the class will be called and executed. That was the process to write code in your C++ language. But if this main is inside, code won't execute, but the main is not inside, you are not fully object oriented. See, both are problems only now. If I write main inside, code won't execute. If I don't write main, if I write main outside, not fully object oriented. Okay. Even though C++ is the first object oriented programming language, this is the drawback with C++. So what happened later, you know? See, when we don't have any other option, we need to satisfy with what is available now. Correct or not? When you don't have a second option, you need to be satisfied with what is available only. Correct? Even though there is a drawback in C++ here, the industry followed this approach for nearly 15 to 20 years. Nearly 15 to 20 years, the industry has followed the same approach on. Got my point or not? Why, sir? No other alternative is available. No other alternative is available. Because no other alternative is available, industry followed this only for 15 to 20 years nearly. Understood me? But what happened, you know, in 1991, in the early 90s, Sun Microsystems, the company called as Sun Microsystems, has started designing a new language called as Java. In the early 90s, Sun Microsystems started designing a new language called as Java. So when they're designing Java, the designers of Java has taken it seriously. What is it? Java language should not suffer from the criticism. It is not fully object oriented. Got it or not? What is that? Java language should not suffer from the criticism. It is not fully object oriented. Means, tell me guys, if you don't want to suffer from the criticism, mean should be inside the class or outside the class? Open the mouth and telling. Where it should be? Inside the class. Outside the class, same problem again now. Where you need to write name? Inside of the class. If it is inside the class, you can call it as fully object oriented. Are you getting me? But yesterday, finally, we concluded inside the class, it won't start the execution. That is the problem we discussed. If it is inside the class, it won't start the execution. That is a problem we discussed. But now what we're telling, it should be inside the class only. How is this possible? Yesterday you said inside the class it won't execute. And today you're telling me inside the class only we can call it object oriented. How can we satisfy both the two things now? Okay, this will be the confusion in our mind. Okay, I'll clarify. See, in early 90s, when Sun Microsystems was designing Java, designers have taken it seriously that their language should not suffer from the criticism that it is not fully object oriented. So to achieve this, main should be inside of the class only. Read it carefully. I don't want to face this criticism. I don't want to face the criticism. What criticism? Not fully object oriented. Okay. If that is the case, what should they do? Main should be inside of the class. Clearer or not? Okay. See, all of you, listen. What they done is in Java, members of a class, members of a class are divided into two categories. Carefully listen this. What did they do? Members of a class are divided into two categories. What are the two categories? First one is non-static members. Second one is static members. Two categorizations, man. One is non-static and one is static. What is non-static? Non-static is not new for us. Whatever we learned in C language, everything is non-static only. Whatever we discussed till now in C language, C++ language, all these are non-static. What is new? Static is new, guys. All of you know non-static. Whatever you written till now in your C code is non-static only. What is new? Static is new. Okay. So let me explain you. Say, every member we defined in C and C++ languages till now are all non-static members only. So what is new is static members. Put that in the mind first. What is it? Every member we defined in C and C++ till now are non-static only. So what is new is static. Means what you don't know? You don't know static, you know non-static. You already know non-static. So, but we did not learn as non-static. When second option is there, I should highlight the first one here. When second option is not there, why should I highlight the first one? Members, that's all. Now new one came. Then I should differentiate between the old and the new one. Then we started calling what we had old as non-static, newly static. Newly what came? Static came. Non-static members, static members. Two different classifications. Clearer or not? Okay. Now the big question is, sir, what is a static member? What is a static member? See, if a member is prefixed with static keyword, we call that as a static member. Look at, I'm writing a class math. In this, I'm declaring int x is equals to 10 and int y is equals to 20. Two variables are declared. Static or non-static? Both are. By default, everything is non-static only. But see, guys, that is static. So now you see, first one is a non-static variable. Second one is a static variable. Same way, let me write two functions in my code. Void add int a, int b. Not void, I'm writing int add int a, int b. Int c is equals to a plus b, return c. Same write one more time, guys. Now I'll say subtract. Now tell me, how many functions you define? Two functions. Static and non-static. Both are non-static only. But see now, static. Now say, this is non-static variable and this is static variable. Next, this is non-static function. You know function, word function, you heard this in C language now? Sorry guys, from early 90s, the terminology changed. From now we are called methods, not function. We don't use the word function from now onwards. What we say? Method. From 90s, they changed the terminology. In Java, Python, .NET, in all the languages, we don't use a word called function at all. What do we say? Method. Okay. What about this? Static method. Are you clear about static and non-static? I did not explain the behavior at all. I only said you how to define a static and how to define non-static. That's all. Non-static, we know. What is new? Static is new. I said you how to define a static member. Did you guys understand this first? Okay. Well, now let me tell you the behavior difference now. The behavior difference. Okay. Listen. Non-static members of a class require object of the class. Okay. Both for initialization and execution also. Static members of a class doesn't require object of the class for initialization and execution. Read carefully. What is the first one telling you? Both for? Sir, what is initialization? What is execution? What is meant by initialize? What is meant by execute? Variables are initialized. Variables are initialized, means memory allocation. Methods are executed. Method won't initialize. Method will execute. You call a function. Function executes now. That's what. Methods will execute. Variables will initialize. See, look at this. I want X to be initialized. I want X to be initialized. What should I do now? I should create the object. I should create the object. I want add to execute. I want add to execute. What should I do? Create the object. I should create the object, man. Did you understand me or not? Okay, but what about static members? I said, you see, don't require an object for initialization. They don't require an object for execution also. See, tomorrow I wanted to call the subtract function now. Object is not required. Object is not required. But I want to call the add function. Object is required. Did you understand or not? Add is static or non-static? Non-static. Non-static requires a object. So what I should do? I should create an object. And sub is a static. Doesn't require a object. Understood? That is the behavior difference between non-static and static. So what is the final conclusion? Static members can execute without an object. Are you clear? What is the conclusion? Static members can execute without object of the class. Simple point here. What is that? Static members can execute without object of the class. Put this in the mind. Okay, come on, all of us, put this in mind. Come on, let me come back. You don't want to suffer from a criticism not fully object oriented. Correct now? This main should be inside the class or outside the class. Main should be inside the class. So guys, I'm writing void main. I'm writing void main. Now, if you write void main now the problem starts here now. What is the problem? This main cannot execute without an object. Yes or not? I can fix this by writing static void main over. What is that sad faces here? I don't understand. I said, you simple, that's it. Make it static, problem solved. What is that? Object not required. Object not required. Can it become my entry point? Can it become my entry point or not? See now, my execution starts here. Listen carefully. My execution starts here. Once my execution starts here, Y will be initialized automatically. No need object creation. So this is a Java code, man. Java code. In Java, if you want to print anything, we write system.out.print. That is a statement in Java to print. And I want to print the Y value here. I want to print the Y value. I can directly print it. Are you getting me? I want the subtract function to execute. I want the subtract function to execute. So all of you guys watch it. Int result 1 is equals to subtract of 100 comma 25. Watch it. No object is used for printing the Y value and no object is used for calling the subtract function. Are you clear? But Just not mandatory, but not mandatory. To prove that these members belongs to the current class, as a convention will follow, not mandatory, guys. Math.y, math.sub. What is math? Name of your class here. Tell this y is in the current class, you prefix the class name, just like, see, you prefix your surname. You prefix your surname to say that I belongs to that family now. Same way, not mandatory, man, but in a convention, math.y, math.sub. If I run the code, man, it will print the y value, it will execute the subtract function. But this is not possible. What not possible? System.out.println, and I want to print the x value. Not possible. Why, sir? X is not initialized until the object is created. Did you understand me or not? What should I do? Create the object. Let me math obj. Actually, object creation code is different here. Is equals to new math. What you're doing, creating object of the class. Now, how should I call, obj.x. See the difference, man. What are you doing? Class name dot. Here, what are you using? Object dot. Until this object is created, x will not be initialized. If I try to print the x value without creating an object, I'll get error now. Same way, I want to execute the add function. How to call? Int result2 is equals to obj dot add of 100 comma 50. This is how you access the static members, and this is how you access non-static members. Once again, you can read the 2 points. First point. If object is not created, initialization is not possible, execution is also not possible. Second point. No need any object. For initialization also not required, execution also not required. Once I tell this one, all of you will get a doubt now. What is the doubt? Sir, static doesn't require an object. No, doesn't require. Then why all this headache? Let us declare everything is static only. I talked in English only, but I don't see any expression on your face. I think it's a manufacturing defect. Respond, yeah, you put lazy faces. I'm getting bored. I face this problem generally in morning 4:30 batch. People come sleeping with the certain faces, sleeping in the classroom. Time is 12 o'clock, but still you are lazy only. Be active. You're 20s only now, or 50s. You're behaving like 40s and 50s. Be active first. Okay, what I'm telling you, you'll have a doubt here. What is the doubt? Sir, if everything is static, no need object creation there. Easy. Yes or not? We don't do that because static has a very complex behavior, critical behavior. You cannot use. 99% of the members of a class will be non-static only. Are you getting me? Static has a critical behavior. I will explain you that in object-oriented programming in detail for you. Okay, my intention is not about object creation. My intention is not about behavior of static. Why I explained all these things taking this much of time from yesterday, to make you understand why main is static. My only point I want to tell you here is, in C language, you written void main that will not work here. You should write static void main. I want to tell that. But directly, if I say you want to understand the things, that is why I explained you. How do you write in C? What is the problem in C? How do you write in C++? What is the problem in C++? Finally, I brought you to Java, and now I'm telling you, this is a code style in Java. So now the main will be inside the class only with a static. But we are not learning Java. We are learning .NET. C# is what we are learning. But why tell about Java? Because Java introduced first. Because Java introduced the concept first. Yesterday we learned about C++. Doesn't mean that we are learning C++. Yes or not? I'm telling you one by one how the changes are made. Now, guys, did you guys understand what is a static first? If I use a static on any member, that member will become static. And object is not required for initialization and execution. So, from Java, main will be declared as static. Okay, come on, guys. Now look at this is a C++ program. Right? Last class you remember now? Main is inside or outside? Come on, guys. This is a Java program. Notice the first difference. Main is inside the class, not outside the class. Yes or not? What did you write? Public static void main. Array, what is that, sir? Public static void main. You understood static void main? Array, ignore here. You are not learning Java. No need to focus more on the appropriate thing. Just to focus static void main. Sir, string acts, all this is none of our business. Because we are not learning Java here. What we are learning is C sharp. In C sharp, we try to understand how to write. But the whole focus is static. Come on, what are you doing inside the class C? Create the object of class. The second point. Are all the non-static members should be called by using the object creator. Third point. I already shown you now. Say, how did I call these two? Prefixing the class name. How do I call these two? Prefixing the object. That only I'm telling you. If it is non-static, prefix the object. If it is static, prefix the class. See, now also collection of members only, but now static members, non-static. Yesterday we did not talk anything like this. Why? Array, we don't have a classification like that in C, C++. Why should I tell you again now? And all that started from Java. That is why I'm telling you here. Is it clear? Any doubts with Java? Maybe your network issue, Aman. Static is a keyword, that's all. Static is a keyword which indicates object is not required for initialization and execution. That's all. Okay. What is that? Static is a keyword which indicates object is not required for this for initialization and execution. That's it. Aman, check your voice because the problem is only for you. No one is complaining about the voice except you. Might be an issue from your side only. Okay. Finally, guys, I'm not interested in writing code in C or C++ or Java. My area of interest is C sharp. I want to know how to write code in C sharp. Okay. Well, do you remember this one? In the Tuesday session, I said you C sharp is influenced from Java and Delphi. C sharp is influenced from Java and Delphi. Because it is influenced from Java and Delphi, array regarding name here, C sharp has taken the standards from Java only now. C sharp has taken the standards from Java only. Can you guess now? In C sharp, name will be inside the class or outside the class. And to make it run, it should be static. To make it run, it should be static. Finally, all of you can watch. This is a C sharp program. Come on. Class example, collection of members. What type? Now see, no public, no string acts, nothing. Simple. Just like C language. In C, how do you write void main? Now you're writing static void main. Public and string acts, all the nonsense for us. Why? We're not learning Java. It's not required. Simple. Static void main. As same as writing in C and C++ now. Fixing the static keyword. First step. Sir, what is this object now? Yesterday only I said, you remember? We call it as an object or instance. C++ and Java call it as object. C sharp will call it as instance. The reason for not calling object, I'll tell you. Once I take you to programming, I'll tell you. Why don't we use the word object here, I'll tell you. But from now onwards, it's not an object, guys. What is it? Instance of a class. Second point. Third point. Once again, I'm telling you, object and instance are same. Again, don't ask me what is instance, sir. Only difference in terminology. There we call object. Here we call instance. They change the term, that's all. There is a reason for that also. I need to show that practically. That we are not telling you right now. So there we call object and here we call instance. So from now onwards, I want to use the word object now. What I say? Instance. Even I use the word object, remember that is nothing but instance only. Object or instance, both are same. Is it clear? So did you understand how to write a program in C# now? This is what I want to make you understand. Okay. Now answer me a final question now. What is it? I have a class. I have a class, and my class contains only main method in it. My class contains only. Now tell me, to run the class, object creation is required or not required? Louder. You're not trying at all. Open the mouths. Required or not required? Not required. Why? You are telling everything is inside the main only. Main is static. Object not required. Are you clear? See, until next weekend, what we will do, we will write a class, a main method, and we will write all the code inside the main method. No object creation, nothing will come. Not the next week also. The coming week, I will start object-oriented programming. Once I start object-oriented programming, from that day onwards, we will talk about object creations and all. Now, we don't require to bother about all. That only I said you now. What is it? My intention of explaining about all the things is only to make you understand why I used static there. I'm not creating any objects now, or I'm not going to teach you object-oriented programming now. Let me make you understand the basics first. Got it or not? But why all this discussion came? All this discussion came to tell you main is static void now, not void main. In C++, we written as void main. In C# you require to write as static void main. Don't forget it. Only that point I want you to make clear. Okay, now? So we'll understand the basics here. What is it? How to write a simple hello world, how to declare a variable, how to write a if condition, how to write a for loop. These are the things I'm going to tell you in the initial classes. Okay? No object creations, nothing. Everything will be in the main, and the code will automatically run without an object creation. After you start object-oriented programming, from then onwards, what you require is objects. Okay, no worries. We have still another 1 week to 8 to 9 days of time is there to talk on that. But first, only let's focus on simple programs straight away writing inside of the main function. So, that's how you tried in your C language in the starting days. Do you remember? When you learned your C in the starting days, what your teacher taught you? Void main, printf, hello world. That's it now. Now also I'll show you the same thing. Only difference is I write static void main and it will be inside the class. That's all. Got it or not? If you write in C, how did you write? Tell me. Void main, printf, %s, something like this. Afterwards, hello world. Generally not required. Directly also we can write up, but actually percentile, hello world, you're printing this one. But when you come to C# here, first thing is you will write static void main. What you write inside is secondary, and this will be under class, some class. Okay, ignore this printfs and all. This is how you write code in C. This is how you should write code in C#. Is it clear, all of you? Yes or not? Let's start writing one simple program. Let us write a program. I'll tell you how to write a program. But before you write a program, just let me tell you some important points to write a program. I don't know, I updated the Google Classroom with the notes here. I posted the notes there already. Some people are available also here. Yeah, few people are also added. Let me check whether they have created separate Google Classrooms or what. But I got access to one and I posted the notes already there. So just check, guys, who is in the list here. Who is in the list here? Chinmaya, Devasys Tripathi, some 8 people are there. You can download the notes. You can download the notes. And mainly I'm telling you, for batch 21, did you meet Praveen? Why you're not added still? Praveen is not adding you? Why? Any reason? You're not attending for communication class, huh? That is punishment basically. If you don't attend the communication class, he won't add you here. Remember that. Attending, huh? Then why not added? Let me check with Praveen. What is the problem? Yeah, because that's what I am confused. Maybe for full stack, they created another Google Classroom. Let me check it out once with the admin. I'm not aware. I will post in that also. I will post the notes in that also. Okay. Yeah, after the class, I'll confirm with the admin and post you the notes. And I'll do one more thing here in the Google Classroom. There's completed videos also till now. I'll post you there. So again, without me sending all the things to you guys, let's do one thing. All these videos also I'm posting there. I'll do it for full stack students also. I don't know whether they created two separate Google classrooms. After the classroom class is completed, I'll check it out and post you. Okay. Yeah. Full batch 21. Meet Praveen and get the access immediately. Help us our starter of programming. We want access immediately. Okay. And the old videos and the notes, everything is there. So these are the notes, all of you. Watch it. How to download, check it out. Okay, click on that. Just all of you, carefully watch it. Click on the link. Once you click on the link, it will try to load the notes here. And you will generally download from here. You will be downloading from here. Don't download from here, guys. Don't download. After this open, can you see the 3 dots here? More actions. Click on that and go to open in new window. Open in new window. It opens another window and there you'll find the download button. What is the difference? In the first window, if you download, you will get it in PDF. If you download from here, you will get it in doc. And first one non-editable here, you can't edit the notes now. So that's what I'm telling you. Edit. You will get it in the doc format, editable. Clearer? So try to download the appropriate notes there. And once you download, each and everything what I taught you in the classroom will be in the notes. Array, what I'm showing is that only. That only is in your Google Classroom also. You can download the notes. Is it clear, all of you? Bharat, you're required to contact the admin, not me. I'm your teacher, not your admin. Remember that point first. Ask me something about the subject. Sir, I paid the fees, get me access. That is what you're required to speak with the admin. Admin is sending you messages, big messages, contact him. Read them here in the chat window. Admin has posted up all the messages. He has given his WhatsApp number and all. Contacting things, he will add you in the Google Classroom. Okay, all the online students, sorry, I'm telling you, I cannot give access to the Google Classroom. I don't have that right. I don't have that permission. You need to contact the admin. The numbers are available in the chat. Scroll up, check it out, and contact him, please. Well, guys, we'll see writing code now. Listen, if at all you want to write a program now, if at all you want to write a program, I want to write a program. To write a program, listen. Writing a program using C# language. Okay. To write a program using C sharp, we need to follow, we need to follow a set of rules and conventions. We need to follow a set of rules and conventions. What are rules? What are conventions? Rules mean mandatory, man. You don't have an option to change that. You need to write as I said. Convention means it's a good practice. It is a good practice. Means these are the standards that are followed in the industry. It's called convention. Rule means everyone has to do that. No chance to change. Clearer or not? Okay. What are the rules and what are the conventions? First one. Read it. It's a case sensitive language, and we need to follow the below rules and conventions now. What are those rules and what are those conventions? Guys, have a look. Come on, guys, read this. And when you learn the C language, you learned about this. Remember, C language has a 32 keywords. Yes or not? C sharp has 81 keywords. 81 keywords. Whenever I say keyword, that should be in the lowercase. Static is a keyword, man. Public is a keyword. You know, public, na? Public, private, void. All these are keywords, nothing but reserved words. And all these keywords and reserved words should be in the lowercase, compulsory. And see, it is a, you can change. You cannot change that. Second one. While consuming the libraries, names will be in Pascal case. What is Pascal case? You know uppercase and lowercase now? And I want to read hello, how are you in uppercase now? Hello, how are you? I want to read in lowercase. You know these two. First one is uppercase, second one is lowercase. Apart from this, yeah, you have two more cases called as Pascal case, called as camel case. Four different casing patterns: uppercase, lowercase, Pascal case, camel case. What is uppercase? What is camel Pascal case? The first character in every word will be in uppercase now. Are you clear? What about camel case? Camel case, your first word will be in lowercase only. From second word, it will be Pascal case. Array, first word is lowercase here. From second word, Pascal case. That's called camel case. Are you clear? Now tell me here, in these four, which one is readable? Upper, lower, Pascal, camel. Pascal case. Why not upper and lower? Array, how do you know here where to separate the word? You type off all, no spaces, nothing. How to separate the word? But see the third one? A very clear indication. Hello, how are you? It's a clear indication now. These are four separate words. Second, first is Pascal here. Second, camel case. Second is camel case. Uppercase and lowercase are not readable at all. Are you clear? Remember, C sharp follows Pascal case, Java follows camel case. C sharp follows Pascal case, Java follows camel case. Now read the second point. You want to print something. We use the printf in C now? Yes or not? The same thing in C sharp is right line. What is that? Right line. See now, W capital, L capital. We use the scanf in C? Read line. Read line, scanf is read line. See there, R capital, L capital. Did you notice it? That is called Pascal case. And this also rule, you can change this. Okay. Third point. Read the third point. I'm defining my own classman. I'm defining my own member. Now, which case should I follow, sir? Anything. But recommendation is Pascal. That's a convention, not a rule. Notice it? Tomorrow, when you go to the industry, remember all class names will be in Pascal. All method names will be in Pascal. We just to follow the Pascal case for all the classes and the members of the class now. And that's not a rule. That is a convention. It's a good practice. Are you clear with the first one? 3 points clear? Next. Read this too. Read this also. Yeah, we saved C programs with a .c extension, correct now? C++ with a .cpp extension, Java with .java extension, C# with .cs extension. The extension is a .cs. Third point. On a computer, where you write a program, where do you write a program? Yeah, you write program on your hand. Where you write your program? In a file. You write program in a file. Computer, I asked you, in a computer, where do you write a program? In a file. Now the file requires a name now. The file requires a name now. What name can I give to a file? Any name, guys, no problem. But a good practice is always class name should match with file name. You're defining a class called a test. Name the file as test.cs. You're defining a class called as example. Name it as example.cs. It's a good practice, man. Understood? Why you know? You have defined 50 classes till now in 50 files. Class names and file names are not matching. Suddenly you want to search for a class now. Where is it present? You break your head now. You should open each file and check whether the class you want is that or not. If file names and class names are matching, you can easily open the file you want now. So they always a good habit. What is that? File name, class name, same. Last point. First, tell me, where did you write programs in C language? What is Turbo C? IDE. I said you in the last week, remember, we called it as an IDE. Stands for Integrated Development Environment. Are you clear? Every language has an IDE for writing the code. The IDE provided for us to write the code is Visual Studio. What is that? Visual Studio is the IDE what is provided for us to write the code now. Are you clearer or not? Understood, all of you? We can write in Notepad also. But still, Visual Studio must be installed on your computer. Then only you can write code in Notepad. Without installing Visual Studio, you cannot write the code in the Notepad. Mainly, we write code in Visual Studio, but option is there to write code in Notepad. But even though you want to write code in Notepad, first Visual Studio should be installed on your computer first. Are you clear? Now, let me tell you how to install Visual Studio on your computer first. How to install the software. Okay. Visit the site Visual Studio. visualstudio.microsoft.com. Here, Earlier I said you one site in the last week, remember .net.microsoft.com to get any information on .net. There I said you .net.microsoft.com. But here, visualstudio.microsoft.com is the site. Okay, open the site, guys. And when you open the site here, okay, and here you will be go to downloads. Under more you have set C. What is that? Downloads. Go to the downloads. Yeah, downloads. What is that? Download Visual Studio 2022. The latest is this one. Okay, 2022. See, read this, guys. You can develop C++ also here. On for building web, cloud, desktop. And for everything, one IDE only. For everything, it is one IDE. Okay. Actually, it has 3 editions in it. Do you know your Windows operating system editions first? Pro, Ultimate. We have multiple editions on your PC. Generally, how do you know? Right click on the My PC, and go to Properties. It will tell you here what is the edition of your Windows operating system. Mine is Windows 10 Pro. Okay, generally most of yours will be Windows 10 or Windows 11 Home will be yours. What do you have? Home editions. Single user editions. For personal computers, what they have is Home edition. Ours are licensed editions. Pro is our edition. Is it clear? We are not bothered about this one here. It's like this. Our Visual Studio also has 3 editions here. First one, second one, third one, Enterprise. Now the doubt is, what should I download? Community. Read it carefully. Focus here. It's free for students. It is provided a free download for the students. Generally, for local practice, we just use the prop. Second one, and free download, right? Second one, small size teams in the organization, we require to use the professional edition, and that is a free trial, not a free download. See, it's a free trial, man, not a free download. Are you getting me? It's a free trial. It's only a 30 days trial version. After 30 days, it doesn't work again. Remember, that's why don't download it. Download the free one. That is community edition. We have one more here. Generally, for larger sizes, they use Enterprise. For smaller, they use Profession. In the company, we use Enterprise versions. In our company, what we use is Enterprise version of the Visual Studio. Even the classroom also, because ours are licensed, but yours are not licensed. So what you are required to use? Community edition. Download the appropriate thing. Okay, simple process, man. Look, free download. Click on that. It will download you the installer. Yeah, the installer is downloaded. Where you have downloads links, go to downloads. See that. Are you clear? Already 20 days back, I have downloaded this one. That's it as another copy of the appropriate thing. Okay, no issues. Yeah, click on the setup file. Double click. Yeah, Visual Studio installer. Just a minute. It's getting ready. Okay. And this is what opens to you. When you open this, guys, all of you, you'll find 4 options here. First one, Second one, individual component. Third one, languages. Fourth one, installation locations. Come on, first go to the workload section. And here it will ask you, what you want to download and install? Some set of options are available. You can choose now. What to choose? You need to choose 5 options here. All of you carefully watch. First one. Second one, Azure development. Third one, why you want Python? You're learning Python, Then why you want Python now? Node.js, not required. Python, not required. .NET Platform App UI development, not required. You don't require this also. This is mainly for Android, iOS. Android and iOS. Desktop development. We need a desktop development. C++, not required. This also not required. These are all not required. Mobile, not required. 5 options, man. Data storage and processing. Visual Studio extension development. 5 options to choose. I have given in the notes already. Are you guys clear? What is it? ASP.NET and web development, Azure development, .NET desktop development, data storage and processing, Visual Studio extension development. These are the 5 options what you just required to select. Then go to the second tab. What is the second tab? Individual components. Okay, now here select everything, guys. Select everything. You select everything here except out of support options. Are you clear? You'll find something called .NET. Under that, you find some checkboxes. See, select these checkboxes. You out of support. See, if you find anything out of support, ignore it. Okay. Selecting this. All these options I'm selecting. All these options I'm selecting. Second thing, what you ignore, Second thing, ignore these options. Android, iOS, Mac. These things, ignore them. No need. Unnecessary size consumption. That's it. Okay. See what I selected? I left Android, iOS, all these particular options, and also I left out of support. All these under the .NET tab. Under the .NET tab. Now scroll down, man. Scroll down. We have another tab called as AI Assistance. ZitUp Copilot. What is this? Are you using ChatGPT? No need ChatGPT here. Oh, registering and all not required. Directly, Microsoft has inbuilt that into your browsers now. Use Edge browser. Use Microsoft Edge browser. There is a built-in support for the ChatGPT, but Microsoft own product called as Copilot. Are you clear? ChatGPT only, but Microsoft version now. It's a Copilot. It is built in directly into your Microsoft Edge browser. Try Edge here. All of you are trying Chrome now. Try Edge. Edge is faster than Chrome. Edge is faster than Chrome. Performance-wise, efficiency-wise, Edge is very faster than the Chrome browser. Okay, try using the Edge browser. It will be very fast and effective. So when you use this, it will integrate this Copilot into a Visual Studio. If you want, select it, not mandatory. If you want, you can select the appropriate option. Next one, if you scroll down like this, you'll find something called Code Tools. In the Code Tools, you'll find an option called Link to SQL. That's it. First one, everything by first all .NET, everything except out of support in Android, iOS. Second, Link to SQL. Sir, I forgot to select something. No worries. Install off without selecting also. I will tell you how to update. Are you getting me or not? Without selecting this, you installed. You want to add something. I'll tell you how to do it. Don't worry. First, install Visual Studio on your machines first. Are you clear? Okay. And after doing now, go to language packs. Don't change anything here. Default languages, English. If you change something to Chinese or French, you'll see menus in that language. Only be careful. Okay, don't change the language here. Leave it English. Fourth one, where you are going to install. Don't change this also. Default it will install for you on the C drive. Are you clear? And my suggestion for you all is use C drive purely for C softwares only. Don't put personal stuff on the C drive. Make this habit. C drive should be purely for softwares. Any personal stuff should be in the D drive, E drive, or some drive. Reason is tomorrow, any problem with OS and you need to format the OS now. When you want to format the OS, format the C drive. When you format the C drive, all the OS and softwares, everything will be formatted now. Are you clear? And it won't disturb you the D drive and all. If you install the softwares in the D drive, tomorrow if you format the C drive, the softwares will not be going again now. Copies will be left off. That is why always make the habit. What is it? All softwares on C drive only. Don't install on any other drive. Okay, so by default, you'll take your C drive only. No worries. And choose this option. What option? Install while downloading. These both will happen at the same time. What is that? Downloading, installing. The second option is where? What is that? Download all, then install. Means it will download completely on your machine and install. Unnecessary space consumption, yeah. It will be 7 or 8 GB size. 7 or 8 GB size. Again, all the downloaded, again install, waste of time. Okay. So use the option install while downloading and click on the install button. And once you click on the install button, the software gets installed on your machines now. Is that clear? I'm telling you. Once the installation is completed, how to check it is installed or not? Simple. Open the search menu and search for Visual Studio. That is Visual Studio. Are you clearer or not? And mine is an enterprise edition, and you don't require enterprise because ours is a licensed version. So what we have is a enterprise edition. But for you, you don't require enterprise. Communities will work for you. All features will work. No problem at all. Even in my personal computer also, I use community edition only. I don't use in my office computer only. I have a enterprise edition licensed. My personal computer, what I use is only community edition. Clear on all of you? So guys, do this thing first. Download, install Visual Studio on your systems and configure. I already said you all the standards to be followed, uppercases, lowercase. Remember all these things now? Tomorrow, I will write the program, compile it, execute it. I'll show you all this particular process in the tomorrow's class. Are you getting me? But first, I want all of you to install the Visual Studio on your PC first. Okay, install it. And the process is present in the notes also. That's what I'm telling you. Contact your admins and get access to the notes faster. Okay, so workloads, individual components, language packs, installation folders, all these four. And then we are using download and install, or second option, download while installing. Anything you use and install. Okay, tomorrow I will start with writing a program, compiling, executing, all these things I'll show you tomorrow. Okay, let me stop here. We'll meet tomorrow. Yeah, Jitendra, I will take the access today and I will put the notes. Okay, I will take the access today and I'll put the notes there. I just asked them. I did not get the access still. Let me check.
సిస్టమ్ విజువల్ స్టూడియో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తే హ్యాంగ్ అవుతుంది సార్. ఆన్లైన్ ఎడిషన్ వాడచ్చు.
ఆన్లైన్ ఎడిషన్స్ ఉండవు. అన్ని ప్రాసెస్ వర్క్ అవ్వవు ఆన్లైన్ లో. మీ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఏంటి? విండోస్ 10. నేను అడుగుతుంది ర్యామ్.